am on a journey to hear every song ever recorded, and yet I have never heard a single note by Demi Lovato. I also keep forgetting how to spell her name, so this will be my album review of the new album, Holy something, and my first experience with Demi Lovato, Demi L, if we will, and what will you and I discover? That's the value here. Let's do it. As of filming this video, Demi Lovato is referring to herself as her and she, so we'll be keeping in line with that in this video. And while I can refer to her as her and she, and as her name, what I cannot do is refer to the album by its name. Because, I just found out the other day I can't say the name of one of my favorite bands on YouTube. Yeah, this album, it's a bad word or something.
A feature on the opening track, that is bold. And Freak featuring Youngblood is heavy and bold in its piece of music. Think 9 Inch Nails meets Avril Lavigne. Within the span of the first half, the first minute, I am hearing so much good instrumentation in the exact flavor of rock and roll that I enjoy. This isn't a typical Demi record, is it? I really don't think it is. Also, can Youngblood get some love here on the channel? I'd get all dolled up to go to his funeral, but I got videos to make, you know what I'm saying? Skin of My Teeth is pure, unadulterated whole, as Demi channels her inner Courtney Love, and her delivery of such a bitter pill to swallow is actually pretty sweet. This Demi character, she's got Katy Perry's voice, but gosh darn is she doing more interesting things than Katy Perry ever did. Also, Demi isn't a clone of Zoe Deschanel. the Zoe Deschanel. I know you guys don't like the wrong pronunciations of names, so there you go. There is a part of Skin that I don't enjoy, a verse that has Demi listing off family members that she is, and her voice takes a mutant turn for the worst, like a dying frog going in for a dog or a toad. But her powerful vocal cords quickly shift gears and bounce back for the high notes that bring this amazing track to a fitting close. Dang! Substance might get a lot of criticism for continuing the trend that Travis Barker and Machine Gun Kelly, MGK, started the recycling of Blink-182 songs and kind of phoning in some Gen Z lyrics over top of the Blink instrumentals. And while all of that is true, I think that Substance is a smart song despite all of that, or maybe even because of all that. She wants substance, not just whatever copycat gibberish that some idiot is slapping over a Travis Barker production, a Travis Barker beat. And yes, I did have to dive into the credits of the album, and no! Neither Barker nor Kelly have put their money-filled hands on this stuff.
Eat me! Eat me!
Eat Me rip-roars back to that heavy metal introduction we got at the very beginning of Holy something, but keeps the screaming grit up for the full length of the song.
Like the song Substance before it, this is a biting and snarling criticism and a harsh look at the music industry itself. And as a bonus, the cutest F word I've ever heard in my life. You'll know the one. The main vocal itself is powerful as hell and very different. You know what Eat Me really reminds me of, and it took so long to pinpoint this, but Eat Me is like Ellie King. You guys remember Ellie King? If she had the power, the vocal prowess and ability of Freddie Mercury, that scream, oh my gosh, this album is like the history of rock and roll in however many songs. That's how good this is. Can I get some amens? I mean, can I get some likes, subscribes, comments? Because of that Ellie King thing, I had to Google some weird stuff. My brain and Google just had to connect so many dots to get to that Ellie King reference. I had her in my head, but I couldn't quite think of what to type into Google to get to what I was trying to think of. You guys ever do that? Leave in the comments if you do. This album does lean heavily on musical references, if you will. But they are used so honestly and with such reverence and such a wonderful creative landing that they arrive upon. I just don't mind it. I don't mind that there's so much taken out of the history of rock and roll. And it's that oh so innocent title track. It sounds like pure Rage Against the Machine, complete with Tom Morello shreddage. I'm not kidding. Again, I had to fire up the old Wikipedia and figure out if Tom Morello himself actually performed or wrote this song, or if they kind of gave him credits. And, you know, Demi just wrote a freaking Rage Against the Machine song. And she did it well, my metal guys. It's great, and you know what we have to do. She's got to be the new lead singer of Audio Slave. That's what's going to happen in 2023, 4, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29 goes back to her Katy Perry style of vocals, but again with much better ideas and a backing band that sounds as skilled as Rage Against the freaking Sheen. The McFreakin' Sheen. That's right. It's so freaking amazing. The rest of the album bounces from Avril Lavigne anthems to Rage Ragers. And while there are a few weaker tracks in the track list, like Heaven or Wasted, this album is groundbreaking. A pop singer with a hard-rocking 50-minute long album that's so good it feels short. I've never heard of such a thing until now. The three features are fantastic and well placed. And oh, if you're in the comment section defending Heaven and Wasted, those are strong tracks too. They're just the weaker of the bunch, okay? That's how good this album is. The weaker tracks are still freaking bangers. I love this record. I'm just so surprised. Demi Lovato. I thought this was going to be like a... I'm on the radio. I'm on the... Hey man, look at me rocking out. I'm on the video with Demi Lovato. Ooh.
Yeah, look at me rocking out. I'm on the guitar with Daddy Lisa.
You guys like System of a Down? Anyway, Demi Lovato, give me a call. I'm sure you got my number. Because I am giving your album a 4.5 out of 5. That's pretty darn good.